Guys, we have officially made it. It is week 1 of the NFL season. We have already had 2 games. We had the Chiefs and Ravens on Thursday night. We had the Packers and Eagles on Friday night. And now on Sunday, we have 13 games. And I'm here to give you my favorite ATS picks for Sunday's slate. Underdogs tend to do very well in week 1, especially when they're divisional underdogs. Divisional underdogs are 37-15-1 against the spread. That's 71%. That number is since 2014. And then that number gets even better when it's a home divisional underdog. They are 18-9-2 straight up and 23-6 against the spread. That's 79.3%. And that is dated back since 2009. And like I said earlier, I'm going to give you my 3 best bets for Sunday for week 1. And they're all underdogs. Just a little spoiler. I like a lot of underdogs on Sunday. And starting off, probably the grossest bet you could ever place. And in the NFL, sometimes it's the gross ones that cash that you need to place, but it's tough to get to the window. This is definitely one of them. We're starting off strong. Carolina Panthers +4 against the Saints. This is, it's a little bit of a bet on the Panthers, but it's more a bet against the Saints and following all those divisional underdog trends. The Saints should not be laying over a field goal to anyone. We have a total in the low 40s in this one, so it should be a low-scoring game, which makes me like getting over a field goal even more. The Saints, with Derek Carr under center, they have a new offensive coordinator to try to get the run game going again. But even though Alvin Kamara, how great he is, he did show some signs of slowing down last season. And it's just not an offense that scares me. It's Dennis Allen. I'm not sold on this team at all. And then the Panthers, for how bad their offense was, their defense really wasn't all that bad. They allowed the 6th fewest passing yards per attempt last season, and they brought in some guys like Jadeveon Clowney to help out in the run defense. And then their offense, it cannot get any worse than it was last year. They brought in head coach Dave Canales, who did great things with Baker Mayfield. Now he has another number 1 overall pick in Bryce Young. They brought in Deontay Johnson. They have Xavier Legette. They at least have some weapons, and I just think this is going to be a low-scoring defensive battle. Give me the Panthers +4. Anything over a field goal, I like Carolina in this one. Then the next pick I'm going with the Cardinals +6.5 against the Bills. I'm not sold on this Bills team heading into 2024. They lost Gabe Davis. They lost Stephon Diggs. They brought in a lot of people to try to fill that gap, and they have some talent at the pass-catching positions, but it might take a little time for them all to gel with Josh Allen. And then on the defensive side of the ball, the Bills, their secondary is pretty depleted right now. And then enter the Arizona Cardinals, who they were actually kind of a fun team last year. They covered the spread pretty well, especially towards the end of the season. They covered in 5 of their last 8 games last year, and they played hard under head coach Jonathan Gannon. They were in a lot of games that they should not have been in, and I think this is going to be one of those games. They have Kyler Murray now, week 1. He's ready to go. They've had him all offseason. And then they have Marvin Harrison Jr., James Conner. There's a lot of pieces on that offense to like. I think they're going to score a lot of points. This one will be, I think, a high-scoring game. And I think the Cardinals have enough talent, and they will play hard enough to keep this within a touchdown. And the betting trends and numbers back up this bet as well. In week 1, NFL underdogs of 6.5 points or more are 27-13-1 against the spread. And then to dive even deeper, teams on the road that won 4 to 6 games the season before, in week 1, they are 52-21-5 against the spread since 2004. That's 71.2%. I already like the Cardinals, then got the numbers to back it up. Give me Arizona plus the points. Then lastly, I'm going with the Titans +3.5 against the Bears. This line was up to 4.5. Now it's down to 3.5. I still like it over a field goal. The Bears have a ton of hype heading into this season, and why not? They should be getting it. They have Caleb Williams at quarterback. They have all the receiving options now with Keenan Allen, Robodunze, DJ Moore coming back. Their defense is solid, so I understand that. But the last 15 quarterbacks that were drafted number 1 overall, making their first career start, are 0-14-1. Have not won the game, and now he's favored. And it's not just that stat. That stat is crazy to begin with. Caleb Williams is a great talent, but I mean, number one overall pick, there were some other great number one overall picks on that list that played in those games. The Titans, on the other hand, their defense, I think, is going to be really good this year with Denard Wilson coming over to be the D coordinator from the Ravens. I think they're going to get after Caleb Williams in this game, try to make him uncomfortable. They have T'Vondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons on the interior defensive line. Denard Wilson loves to blitz. They brought in a lot of guys, a lot of linebackers, a lot of outside linebackers, safeties that like to blitz. And then they brought in L'Jarius Sneed, who is a true lockdown corner, to help limit their offense. So I think this is going to be a good game. Maybe Caleb Williams does break that trend and the Bears win, but I don't think it's going to be over a field goal. Give me the Titans plus 3.5. So those are my 3 week 1 best bets. Let me know what you think of those. Let me know if you're riding, if you're tailing, if you're fading, if you like something else. Just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and happy NFL Week 1.